Hi everyone. Looks like I'm just in time. How is everyone doing right now? I'm doing a little bit better than yesterday, the day before, and whatever. I am still sick. You can kind of hear it in my voice, but it's definitely better than it was. I got a little bit more energy. Let me just go check something, and I'll be right back. Yeah, okay, we're good. Uh, So, well, as I said, I still have COVID. I'm kind of like pretty much okay at the moment, at least. That is, if it doesn't get worse again. I got some pink yarn, so I can finally make the pink pea. Uh, that's what I'm gonna be doing right now, and we might cut the joining on my little candy corn bunny that was quite ugly and I didn't like. So it's over there. I'm just gonna go get it, and I think I will join this in black instead. Just give me a moment here. I'll turn on more lights. It will help with the camera, but this thing here, I think I'm just gonna cut the thing going around. Hi, Daphne. Welcome. What are you up to? How are you doing? And just a second, I have to go again. I'm sorry. And I am back. I'm sorry. You're doing great. I'm happy to hear that. Uh, but yeah, I was thinking that if I join it in black instead, it's gonna fix the problem of having like a bunch of random different colors around that don't really do it any good. And then I got this from Michaels, and I'm gonna make a pink peep. It's a little bit more faint than what I would have wanted, but it's better than what I have right now because I have like a very bright neon pink, and I don't think that fits very well for a peep. We got some candy here, very cheap candy, but it tastes like laundry detergent. That is not good. I don't recommend those. I didn't know. I was taking kind of a gamble by buying them, but they were purple and they were pretty. So I bought those and some others as well. And yeah, the other ones were good. They were kind of like jelly, gummy candies, sort of. They were good. You just finished recording some videos. That's fun. What were you filming? By the way, since I just started the live 5 seconds ago, let me just put my link in the chat like I always do. Sometimes Nightbot takes a second to do it, but yeah. Okay, my hook is ready. All right, so if you want to check out my Etsy shop and check out the numerous plushies I have for sale, that is the first link up there. And I have a bunch, like I said, I have a bunch of plushies. I have pretty shawls. Dawn knows about that because Jerry bought one of my shawls for Dawn, which was a Lost Souls shawl. And it was very pretty and green and black. So yeah, I have a bunch of shawls. And if you want to help out with my bills and whatnot, I have a fundraiser over on my Ko-fi. I'm a disabled artist. I struggle to make rent and things like that. So the second link is for my Ko-fi shop, which serves this purpose. I use it for to basically feed myself and buy necessities and whatnot. And just gonna chop that little knot here at the top because it's not wanting to come undone. I don't want to snip the wrong one. But hi everyone, I'm happy to see you all here. Hi Jerry. Hi Don. Hi Alexander. You recorded a review reveal on your craft bag. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah, today we're making some peeps because I feel a little bit better. I'm still sick, but I'm not like miserable. Not today, at least. I'm doing quite well. And here are my hopes to go see Frontline Assembly because there is a show coming up on Sunday. It's Frontline Assembly, Ministry, and Gary Newman. But like, if I still have COVID by then, I'm not gonna go, obviously. Look at all the stuffing stuck in the stitches. I didn't do my job very well, did I? Okay, we're just gonna get rid of this, cut this away from here. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go to the show, but I was just looking at the tickets and they went down to a very low price. And so I was kind of thinking about it and I'm like, is it worth it? Is it not? Like, it's $70 and it's as low as they're ever gonna get because that was the starting price when they just got put up on Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster, for those who don't know, is the app for the tickets. Most tickets nowadays are on there, and they use a technique called a dynamic pricing, which means as people start to buy the tickets and whatnot, the price inflates quite badly and it gets into the hundreds of dollars. But now, since it's very close to the show, what happened is it went down again quite a bit, and like, it's worth it at that point. It went back down to the original pricing. But I'm thinking about it. It's only $70, but also I have other bills to pay and things. But we'll see. It doesn't just depend on that. Obviously, like I said, since I have COVID, don't want to be contaminating anyone if I'm still sick by then. I'm gonna test and do all the things, but But I'm happy to be feeling better today, at least. Because I've been feeling crummy for the past 2 weeks. And I've not been very active anywhere. And I do apologize for that. It was not like I was just being lazy, let me tell you that. And we have all this that we're gonna put in my little scraps drawer. I keep longer scraps to stitch faces and things. You'll upload tonight or tomorrow. That's great. That's awesome to hear. So, what I have to do here is just go around the entire little bunny. Oh, I forgot I had to make a knot here because I joined the new color. And when I make amigurumi, I make knots inside that stay inside the plushie. Not like if you were making a garment, you wouldn't want to do that because obviously it has to be flat and whatnot. Or a blanket is just not so pleasant. Why is my name Winter Nightmare? Because that's my name. That's that's my channel name. It has a personal meaning, but I'm not really into talking about that right now. And I explained why in previous live streams. So if you're curious about that, you can always look back through my streams. But right now, we're gonna keep this a little bit more fun. But Winter is my name, so that's obviously gonna be included in my channel name. And also, I like horror things and things like that, so I thought it was fitting for me to keep it. And I don't think I'm gonna be changing it anytime soon. I know one of my subscribers, I don't even think they're here anymore, but kept pestering me about changing my channel name, and I was just like, why? But yeah, that's why I'm a little bit sensitive about that. But I appreciate the question. Uh, okay. It's already looking better, I think, with the contrast. Which is great. Hope you feel better. Thank you, Daphne. I hope so too, because I am very um, tired of being sick, and it's been a very lonely and annoying time for sure. And if I could just like be better and just live my life and do my stuff, I would be thrilled, you know. Because being unable to work as much and as efficiently as I would usually, that's not fun. You know, for a while I was a little bit going through a dark spot. I'm not gonna lie, it was really difficult, and like I was not streaming as much because I could barely talk, and I was just like a bit descending into madness, as if I'm not already mad. If you know me, you know. But yeah, I'm trying to stay positive about it all because otherwise it's more difficult. But yeah, but I'm happy that today I can work a little bit on this. I think it was yesterday that I received my pink yarn, and I've been waiting for it for a few days. So I finally have it. So we're gonna be able to continue making little peep bunnies. One thing I mentioned about these are a free pattern off of Ravelry. If you just type in peep bunny, you'll see it. It's also on Ribbler, by the way. Let me just, I'll fetch you the link if you just give me a moment here. Wait, I don't think I can, actually. Because my keyboard is sticky and now my hands are gonna be sticky. I can't see it right now. It's not on the page. But I just know it's free, and like if you search for it online, you'll see it eventually. But for some reason, it's not on the page anymore. Oh wait, here it is. I just found it actually. There you go. If you want the pattern, it's a free pattern. And if you look at it, they're very cute. And you can make it with like blanket yarn and have it super huge. You have fibromyalgia. Yeah, I bet that sucks. And lupus. Yeah. The fatigue is the worst thing because, like, when you have other symptoms, even pain, like, at some point, even if it's really hard, you kind of learn to power through that. I have a bunch of different chronic pain conditions, so I know a bit about that. But the fatigue is just so hard to work through because sometimes you just have to take a step down and like rest yourself because your body is just not following anymore, and you have to take a break. And yeah, it can be really depressing not being able to do anything sometimes. And COVID is pretty debilitating. At least both times I've had it, it's been like that. Not to have a pity party, but uh, there you go. I found the pattern for you guys. If anyone wants to make it, go ahead. I recommend it. It's fun and it's easy and it's quick, and I already have it by heart. I already have memorized it after doing it like I've done it 6 or 7 times now, and after having done it like maybe 3 or 4 times, I was just like, okay, this is how it's done, and it's very easy. And I tagged the artist on Instagram, and she seemed that happy to see the post and the little zombies. She said it was cute, so I'm happy about that. Also, let me know if I'm the only one who likes peeps, like actually eating them, because I know there's like a huge um bunch of hate for peeps. Apparently, like people online keep saying how much they hate them, and I don't know. I've just always liked them because marshmallow is one of my favorite candies, and I kind of have childhood memories about eating them around fires and whatnot. Not peeps, regular marshmallows, obviously, but I just really like marshmallow candy. I just think it's good. So for me, it's like just a regular marshmallow. So let me know if you hate peeps or if you love them. What do you think of them? Do you buy them? Do you buy the little chicks? Do you buy the little bunnies? Which are your favorite flavors? Last year, a friend of mine bought me some actually, and I thought he had bought me like a box, but he sent me them by the mail. And when I opened it, there were like 5 different boxes in there, and I was so mind blown. And so I made a little crochet peeps for him. He's gonna give that to a friend, and I'm gonna send it to him as soon as I'm not sick anymore. But I made a little lavender peep for my friend, and he's been inquiring a lot about how I'm doing lately. And it's kind of a little bit weird because when you're used to people not really caring about you, and then you make good friends, you build a community, and then people genuinely inquire about how you're doing, you kind of feel almost like maybe they're just either just being polite or they have like an ulterior motive or something. And that's just me with my previous trauma and insecurities, of course. I know that like my friend doesn't have any hidden agendas by just asking how I am, but it kind of feels like it because in my life people have never inquired about if I'm feeling better. So it was just kind of weird, but I also like I appreciate my friends for checking in, and I want to make that clear. I'm eternally thankful to have a community. Let me know if you get what I mean, because yeah, that's a tough spot to be in kind of. But I'm also really happy about that at the same time. See, it almost looks better in black. I think it's better than it was with the like weird color. You looked at the pattern. You may try it. Yeah. Oh, you only like the yellow ones. Yeah, the yellow ones are cool. They're really good. I think some of my favorite ones might have been. Uh, I had some like green apple ones. Those were pretty good. Let's stuff this ear. And this year there are some Dr. Pepper flavored ones, and I wanted to get my hand on that. And I can't find them anywhere except from Amazon. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll get them from Amazon. But they have Dr. Pepper ones, and I like Dr. Pepper. It's not like the best thing ever, but I just think it's gonna be good. I just want to try them. But yeah, it's hard to find them anywhere in Quebec to find marshmallow peeps. It's not really sold that much here. It used to be in the dollar store, Dollarama. We used to have them, but I've not seen them in quite a few years actually. And I don't know if it's just me not looking right, but I've not seen them, and I'm just like it's unfortunate because I would buy them every year religiously. They're my thing. Peeps are my thing. And I like candy corn as well. I know a lot of hate out there for candy corn, unfortunately. But I also think that it's good. I like it. So I don't really mind. I mean, people have their preferences, right? Okay, let's crochet a little bit more of this. Yeah, it's better, but the ear is kind of shaped weird. I don't know. I think this one really is my ugly duckling of the bunch. Because you can see on the thumbnail, most of them. I've made a few more. I've made the rainbow one. I've made a pink and purple. And there's this big sparkle strand in this one, which I love, by the way. This is Hirschner's Halloween Sparkle, the one from last year. It's still sold out all the way, and they're not even discontinuing it yet. I think they've not done that yet. So there might still be a chance to pre-order it's sold out, but you can still pre-order it from the Hirschner's website. But yeah, if you can still do that, highly recommend. The colors are nice, and really it's soft. It's not scratchy like the Halloween shimmer was. They had like solid colors with sparkle for Halloween a few years back, which it was called the Halloween shimmer instead of the Halloween sparkle. And you know that their regular worsted 8 used to be quite a bit rough, and no, it's not like that. This one is really soft. It's like almost like touching butter without the greasy hands, of course, because that wouldn't be right for crocheting, but I can only recommend it, it, they have a candy corn color. They have a zombie like color that is kind of witchy with purples and greens and blacks, you know. And they have one with orange and grays, and another one with a bunch of mixed Halloween colors. I can only recommend, if you're anything like me, go to Hirschner's website and see if they still have some. I know they have one uh, of their other seasonal yarn, which is called Celebrate, I think, something like that. But they have a normal version and a sparkly version now, and it's called Celebration or Celebrate or something like that. And they have one for Halloween, both in the regular and in the sparkly. Okay, we're almost done. But yeah, I recommend checking it out. Like, it's got nice colorways. They have Valentine's Day yarn in there as well. They have 1 second. St. Patrick's Day. They have like 4th of July. They have a bunch of different ones, just like with the celebrations colors. And personally, I love that. I think it's very versatile. How many will I make? I don't know. That depends if I get tired of making them, because they're really easy. And I just keep thinking that for a market or something, they would be a really good seller. So I'm going to make a bunch in different colors. Right now I have 7 of them, including this one that I'm remaking. Oh, yeah. Well, you don't want to be catching on stuffing like I am. Let me just fix that real quick. There we go. But yeah, I was trying to make it with the Lion Brand ice cream, and the problem is the stripes were too long. Like, the color changes were too long. So I just wanted a color changing peeps. So I might just change the stripes myself, like going in with different colors and doing that instead. Because I wanted to make some specific ones. You will see what I mean once I do it, if I decide to do that. But I wanted to make specific colored stripes, and I just gotta find the right color yarn for it. So I don't have all of that in my collection right now. Oh, come on. You can do it. Go in. And there we go. We're finished now. Just gotta fasten off, hide the tail. So yeah, it looks way better like this. Now, instead of just having a random envelope of color, it looks like an actual peep. Just a little bit more dramatic, I guess. I don't know if I really like it that much, though. It's gonna clean it up a little bit, remove some of the fuzz. Sometimes, like, you have yarn and some of the fuzz accumulates and it looks weird. So I'm just, yeah. Maybe I'm just being too hard on myself. Let me know how this looks. You think it's cute, Dawn. Thank you. I appreciate that. Maybe I'm just being overly critical. I also kind of don't like how the black shows too much on the edges where I join. Because when you do something like that, it's really hard to catch the right stitches everywhere. Especially with me, because I'm dysgraphic, so I struggle with I talked about this already, but I struggle with fine motor skills and whatnot. So maybe I'm just being overly critical of my own work, but I don't know. I'll bring it to markets if I do them. Probably not this year because I'm sick, but next year, most definitely. And I will already have some stuff, so I won't have as much pressure on myself to make stuff. And I decided I might make some Easter eggs with my tiny skeins that I have here. Um, if you've been a subscriber for a while, you know what these are. A friend of mine just sent me a bunch of sample-sized bunches of little yarns in different colors. And I tried to make a fingerless glove, but it ended up too tight. So I have a bunch of colors like these, but I think they would be great for Easter. This one is like baby colors. And I always think that's good for Easter. And I have this one as well that I think would look great. And this purple and white. So yeah, I'm gonna see. I have the yellow and the pink gradients here. These are so soft too. But yeah, some small Easter eggs since I don't have a lot of it. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I'm just gonna go put this back in my bookshelf. It's in my bookshelf. But these are the two that are not pictured that you might have not seen. This one is just rainbow and this one changes color. But in this yarn there's a mint color, but it doesn't show in the bunny because the color changes are too spaced out. So I was thinking, let me know what you think. Either I make a bunch of these or I just sell this one and call it a day. Like if I make a bunch of them, people will kind of get that it comes in like different shades, if you know what I mean. But if I just sell it by itself, it would be okay too. Like you could have a basket, an Easter basket, and just put peeps in them. That would be really cute, I think. I can even crochet the Easter basket. It's easy enough. I just love this pink, by the way. It's like bubblegum pink. It's not exactly the shade of peeps, but you know, there's only so much you can do with yarn. Oh, and by the way, I was thinking of putting in another Michael's order because right now they have two coupons. They have a 30% and a 40% off. And I gotta make some of these because this is my own pattern, by the way. I will show you what it is. Just let me get the link for you. It's from my own shop. It's an anatomical heart. It's called Winter's Darkened Heart. And it's just an anatomical representation of a heart. I'm trying to grab the link. I apologize, but it's being fiddly at the moment. Okay, Ribbler stays stuck on the page and tells me click only once. Stop clicking, but it's not like working. So, okay, there we go. But yeah, I have to buy more of this yarn. This is a burlap blanket in the colorway plum, but I wanted to do it in just a regular dark red as well because this has some purplish tone to it. It's great, but also I wanted to make it just in red and see what it does. So I would buy one of this and one of the Chanel Home Slam in the dark red. I don't remember the colorway name, but since we have two coupons and they expire tonight, basically, I'm thinking what I'm gonna do, but I don't want to pass up this opportunity to get the yarns I need because I have listed some of these in my shop, but right now I don't have any more yarn to do them. So yeah, if you want to see what it looks like, I have them on Etsy. Let me show you that. But they're snuggly hearts, and I just think that is so cool. If you want to check it out, just put the link here. And I think they're quite cheap as well, really. So that's just my own opinion. Right now, I just have one in stock because, like I said, I need to buy more of the yarn. But I just think if you're a goth or if you like a little bit darker home decor, maybe you have a scary plushie collection or something, I think that is a good addition and a snuggly anatomical heart. And I kind of want to make them in different colors as well. Right now I just have the red and black. I made small ones in worsted yarns in like blue and red, just like would be the like it would be represented in a medical manual or something. Okay, let's start this peep. Basically, you just do two panels and join them together. I'm not gonna do a tutorial because I didn't ask the designer, but I'm just gonna showcase how easy it is without telling you how. But yeah, you just make two panels and then you single crochet them together, like you were seeing earlier with the candy corn. I'm sorry about the way I'm talking right now. By the way, I have a bit of brain fog going on, so it's a little bit difficult. But yeah, it's basically just increases and decreases on the sides to make the body shapes. It's easy and it's quick. I'm a slow crocheter, and these can take me like an hour if I'm really really slow. But to most people, I bet these would be more like 30 minutes or something like that, maybe even less than that. It's a quick project. You can make a bunch of them, put them in your Easter basket, or do an Easter chase. How do you call that when you hide little treats and you ask kids to find them? Find them an Easter egg hunt, but like with peep bunnies. That would be cute. But yeah, you could hide them. You could do all sorts of fun stuff. I just love them. And I'm happy that this pattern is available. I printed it out and I was doing it when I was super sick, miserable on my couch over there with the little paper, and then I learned it by heart. But yeah, that's what I was doing. So, uh, yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm still working on my hexagon blanket, and I'm joining the hexagons. Some of them And I have quite a bit of it done. I'll show you. Just let me um, pull some of this yarn. Let me get that real quick. It's beginning to look fantastic, and I'm really liking that result. But so far, I have like 3 to 4 stripes. I'm working on the fourth stripe right now. Or do I have it? Oh, I have it done actually. But yeah, I have all of this put together, and it's just gonna be larger and larger. It's gonna getting. It's just gonna keep getting larger. But look at all the colors. Isn't it great? I love this. I just love how it looks, and I really love how I'm doing the joins, which this is the zigzag slip stitch. So if you don't know, you just slip stitch on one side and then go to the other, and then this you like switch between the hexagons or the square or whatever. You just alternate, and it creates this zigzag within the stitches. I think my downstairs neighbors are cooking something, but it's smelling burnt. And for a little while here, I thought it was up here. Okay, I apologize for this. I got worried for a second here. But let me know what you think of all of the Easter stuff. And my blanket as well. Someone just told me something incredibly stupid on Facebook. I made a post about the show, and the guy is saying, just go. Dude, I have COVID. Like, I'm gonna block you. He said, wear a mask. Don't miss the show. And I'm just like, did you not hear me? I have COVID, and I have a bad immune system. And like, I have immunocompromised loved ones. Anyway, I'm sorry. That makes me really mad. But yeah, people on Facebook have the ability to piss anyone off, don't they? I'm not super impressed with that guy. I'm just gonna say that. He's been saying a lot of not fun stuff. So let's ignore him now. Yeah. But what I really like about this pattern is just how easy it is to make it yours. Like, I've made the little zombie faces. The designer just uses safety eyes and puts it on there. Hi, Amanda. You're about to tuck Mini-Me into bed. Thank you for that. I appreciate leave you runny, or I don't know how to say it, but thank you. I hope Mini Me has a good sleep. Mm-hmm. Well, hey, go in the stitch. But I like this pink. Let me know if you think that is peep enough. Like I said, it is more tone on the tone down side, but I do think it's quite good regardless. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, she has a cold. I'm sorry to hear that. She's crankier than usual. Well, I hope she gets well soon because it's rough out there, being sick and all. I can empathize with that right now. So I hope that Mini Me is well soon. I know I get cranky when I'm sick. Hydration reminder, by the way, because Nightbot doesn't seem to be doing the job. I have it set up to remind you every 15 minutes, but it's not reminding you. And I put like the lowest number of lines in between so to make sure like the hydration reminder works. I don't know, sometimes Nightbot sleeps on the job. Let's see if we can get it to do the weather. Right now it's hot today, I think. Yeah, it's 4 degrees. That's good. Uh, we have a little bit of wind apparently, and as humid as ever. That's how it is when you live in a city with a big river like we do. We have the St. Lawrence River. We call that Saint Laurent in French, but St. Lawrence is the way it's commonly known across Canada and the US and all of that. It's basically the entry point of the ocean. Like people come through here. Like anything that we get delivered by sea passes by there. So it's a big deal, and everyone knows about it. And it's funny because in English, there is only one word for it, but in French, it's not actually a river. We call this a fleuve, and the river in French would actually be, like the smaller water bodies that are just elongated and go from one point to another. That would be a river, but that one is quite the big thing. So we have another word for that. I don't even know. Maybe there is another word in English that I'm completely unaware of. That wouldn't be the first time. Let me know if you know another word. But yeah, just everything, every boat that comes here and or that basically wants to enter Canada from that side goes through there. So big deal. That's pretty much it. I don't know. So yeah, let me know what you're working on right now. Has anyone decorated eggs this year? I know a few people have amongst my subscribers, but I've not seen a few of you in a while, so I'm wondering if you decorated eggs or done anything fun yet. Because I know we're like midway through the month and Easter is only at the end, but sometimes I know people do things a little bit earlier or maybe decorate early or things like that. I like to make things in advance because I know that I will procrastinate and not do anything until the very last minute otherwise. That's just how ADHD does it sometimes. I This one is gonna be big because look, this is just like the belly of the bunny and it's quite bigger than the other ones I made up there. But we could host like an Easter craft along or something where we each have a project that could be fun and I could use some of my StreamYard for it because I've not touched it in a while. All my hours for this month are free. I have enough hours. So we could host something where we do stuff together. That could be fun. I'm just thinking out loud here. And I was talking the other day about how I felt blessed that even though I'm super sick and I've almost zero energy, I'm still able to do all that stuff and I'm not stuck like in the hospital because I know so many people are stuck like that with COVID and that like I thought it was important to acknowledge that I'm not and I'm able to do stuff and like that kind of picked up my mood and kept me afloat this whole time because I don't know how I would respond to that emotionally, you know. I'm definitely not a tough cookie. And yeah, I've just tried to perk myself up as much as I could, listening to music and things like that. And I'm not like gonna glorify being sick or being disabled or whatever, but I kind of feel like sometimes a little bit that attitude helped me through. I did have some darker moments, kind of meh moments and things like that. But overall, I think this has been made easier. So happy about that as well. You know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just replying to my friend here. I got distracted for a second. Um, Finger break, because it's important to remind you that as well. I know a lot of us don't take enough finger breaks, and I have carpal tunnel, so it's essential that I don't forget that. But just gonna do a little bit of this. It's good to do so every maybe 15 to 30 minutes, more if you need. Just as soon as you feel your fingers, kind of cramping up, kind of not working as well, a bit stiff maybe. And I have a stiff neck right now, so I did like a few neck stretches. I'm not gonna do too many because it's good to stretch it out and let it be good. Like, once in a while doing your stretches and whatnot. I'm sorry, my roommate touched my tarot cards and I'm pissed. Okay, I apologize. But yeah, it's good to like stretch your neck gently and whatnot, but it's not good to do it too much either when you're injured. And yeah, I just slept wrong the other day and it's been like that since then. So I do like morning stretches, evening stretches, and things like that. And before I go to bed, I do it, things like that. I massage. I do all sorts of stuff. But I don't have a hot pad or a cold thing a pad either. Like I don't have the that stuff. So yeah, I know maybe that would help. Let me know if you get stiff necks or whatever. What do you do? What do you do that helps? I've only been doing stretches, so but yeah, just I was let's not distract myself. I was doing finger stretches. I'm gonna complete them. Yeah, I do kind of different ones where you spread them out on the table and kind of get, for example, this is like the table. Imagine that there's a table under my hand, but you would like move your fingers all like it's hard to do it when there isn't a table, but you just like move your fingers towards your thumb and then outwards as well. That helps. And just like generally doing curls like this. I'm sorry I'm not being so coherent right now. And I have this by my desk. This is peppermint tea. This is just like regular tea from the store. It's just peppermint. And I got this because I had a lot of stomach acids acting up, and I had quite bad heartburn and nausea for a while. And peppermint helps, let me tell you that. But I put it by my desk, and now I don't have it anymore. I don't have heartburn right now. I'm fine. So I'm just kind of like I'm getting back to this. This is green tea. This is lemon ginseng. This tastes really good, and it's really good if you have a sore throat or anything like that. And it just tastes good. So, and it doesn't have any caffeine in it. I don't think. Does this one? It's not written on the package. I know my peppermint is caffeine free, but yeah. What was I doing here? I think I did the right amount of stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay. We're ready to pick back up the tape. Let me know what color you think I should make next. We already have those in the thumbnail. We have a rainbow one. We have a candy corn one. And we have the little purple and pink one that I showed earlier. I was thinking of maybe a black one, but I think that may be a little bit dark. But I'm a goth. I like to make scary stuff and a little bit more unsettling plushies sometimes. I forgot that I also wanted to make chick peeps. There's a pattern online somewhere. I saw it, but I've just been too lazy to do it. But I also kind of want to make the Dr. Pepper ones. They're bright red, and I'm just like, whoa. If you're curious about that and you don't have them in your area, definitely write Dr. Pepper Peeps on Amazon and just look at the color. You'll see what I mean. It is quite intriguing. I want them. They're like very, very bright red. And now we're moving on to the ears. Look, this is the body shape so far. I'm sorry that I'm not very talkative. Um, uh, I have some. Uh, I have been having quite a bit of brain fog ever since I started having COVID, and I've had pretty decent days that I was able to talk normally and um, have coherent, full streams. Today's not one of those days. But I think I ought to practice being gentle with myself more about this and not be so much apologetic about the fact that I can't speak normally and just appreciate more the times with my people out here just making stuff and not needing to be 100% active and alert and up the walls. So I think I just kind of have to remind myself that this is not a competition and I don't need to be perfect at it. I can just stream and um, keep company to my friends and have my friends keep me company and just have a good time and just appreciate that and be thankful for that. But yeah, it is hard when all your life you've had those brain fog moments and you've been criticized a lot for it. And things like you're not talking, you don't have anything to say, and things like that. People can be really harsh about that. Let me just count to see if I'm at the right spot. 19. Okay, I'm at the right spot right now. But yeah, it is difficult to be gentle with yourself when the majority of the conversations you've had with your uh, social circles, family, loved ones, whatever, have been like, how can you just not have a normal conversation like all of us and being criticized for that? And like, I'm sorry, this is gonna be a little bit more of a heavy subject here, but I do want to be like open about it, and I've talked about this a little bit more in the past, but it's just good to remind ourselves, I think, because we forget and we tend to get caught up in a bunch of previous trauma problems, things that we've had in the past, and to assume that it's just gonna all be the same again, and then we don't trust the process as much as we could. Like, we don't think we can afford to trust the process, but sometimes we can, and we just have to leap into nothingness, and kind of just do it and force ourselves, despite being really uncomfortable about it. I don't know if that is making any sense right now. I apologize if it's not, but to me, it is very sensical. Because obviously I'm in my own brain, but you know. There we go. Okay. Come on. We're just burying burying the thread inside right now. I just want to say though, if you want a peep, you have to contact me because these are not in on my Etsy. Because I didn't really see the point of making a listing that I would have to pay super big price for and whatever. It's not a super huge price. It's like 20 cents, something like that, but you have to renew it. And now Etsy has made some changes to the way listings are renewed, and every time you get sold out of a listing, you get charged fees before relisting it as opposite to others, like as opposite to after. When you decide yourself, you get charged before then now. Hi, welcome in, Paula. I hope you're doing well. Partly cloudy with 18 degrees. That's good. You have good weather right now. Right now it's cloudy over here too, but it's we have quite a bit of light. And see, this is what it looks like with one ear. I almost wanted to make one of these with only one ear and like cut it off and just like sew it back together, you know. And I think that might be cute, maybe for a zombie. Most of them are little zombies, but you know. Uh, and we make the other ear by just joining more yarn. It's not very complicated. So I'm telling you, if you're looking for a simple project for Easter, this is the one for you. Someone told me, I think the hate for the peeps is kind of hilarious. Someone commented on it that they would rather eat my yarn peeps than actual peeps. Like, would you eat that seriously? When you're a fiber artist, you know you don't want to eat that, but someone commented it, and I just thought that was like, whoa, you really hate them that much that you would rather eat acrylic yarn and polyester filling. And I thought that was quite a bit funny as a testament of how much certain foods are hated by people. It's the first time it hit 60s. Oh, yeah. That's gonna be hot. Over here, we still have a little bit of snow. Just because it snowed the other day. Mhm. Il faut juste fermer la porte après. I apologize for that. I was just talking to my roommate, but yeah. Um, but yeah, we still have just a pinch of snow. But I could go out in a t-shirt right now, and I feel like if I wasn't sick, I would be fine. Um, yeah, I'm not so sensitive to cold. I've always lived in Canada in quite cold areas, so yeah. Montreal is actually the hottest place I've ever lived in. And it's mostly because it's quite humid here. but like we don't really get minus 30 and minus 40 like where I used to live. That would get quite cold. Okay, now we finish off the year. But yeah, it would frequently get like minus 30, 40. This is in Celsius, by the way. Which I don't know how much it is in Fahrenheit, but it gets quite where my parents still live right now. It gets quite cold. It gets it gets to that point that even in good winter clothes, if you go outside, you could get frostbite. And I had frostbite once because I was a stupid teen, not wanting to wear hats and things like that. And that's the one time I wore a hat because it was too cold. But I still got frostbite on my earlobes. And it didn't turn black or any crazy thing like that. But it was crunchy for a few months, let me tell you that. It finally healed at some point. But I'm telling you, even if you think it's going to be uncomfortable, if you find yourself in a very, very cold place, just do your ears a favor. Wear the hat you don't want to wear. I'm telling you. Personal experience. I'm never going to make that mistake again. Now, as an adult, I'm a chronic hat wearer. It is not, still not comfortable because I have a bunch of sensory issues and blah, blah, blah that comes with being autistic. And I really struggle with hats because it makes my ears feel like they are gonna explode, basically. And I'm not even kidding. That's really how it makes me feel. But other than that, I've just learned my lesson, and now I'm gonna wear the damn hat regardless. Because believe me, you do not want to experience that. It's quite uncomfortable and painful. And mine wasn't even that bad. It was just a bunch of crunchiness, but you don't want that. Okay, so this is one of the faces of the bunny. I just have to make the other side now, and after that we stitch that together. Hi Jason, welcome. Yeah, t-shirts and shorts. Yeah, that is quite warm. That's great, by the way. But yeah, we have this one face of the bunny. I'm so happy to have a pink one finally. Because I'm gonna show you what I have left. What I had left before of pink in my scraps. This is what I have left in kind of a hot pink. This might have been enough to make one, but I'm not even sure it was. It might have been able to make one face of one, you know. And it's kind of bubblegum pink more than anything. So it's not even really the color I wanted. But yeah. And by the way, this is gonna get used in a scrap blanket I'm making for my brother at some point. There are a few specks of pinks here and there. Sorry. I'm losing a bit of energy right now. Well, okay. But I have a scrap basket. Shout out to my friend Amanda. Actually, I'm gonna just show you what I have. And this is not even a scrap, so I could just put that somewhere. This is Hobby Amigo XL, and I'm gonna use it for something, but I don't know what yet. I'm gonna go put it back where it belongs. But I have three skeins of it caked up, and we'll see. This is all my scraps so far. Divided by project, I have a bunch of Christmas colored ones that I keep somewhere else, and this thread is the exception. I did not put it in with my Christmas stuff. I just decided to put it in here, but I have these neon purples. This is gonna go in my in chains blanket that I'm making from the Sixel design book. I kept some reds as well. And this has wool in it. But yeah, just this is off-white. This is the leftovers from that dog order I made. I have some grays. I still have some blue, some midnight blue. And I have this tiny bit of rainbow yarn. And this other tiny bit of rainbow yarn. Just accumulating these scraps. And I'm gonna make more granny squares. I have a bunch of them already. Okay. I'm gonna also have to buy more of the Bernat Premium because that's what I'm using for it. There's a lady at night that comes. She's from New Brunswick. Yeah, 6 degrees. 6 degrees is not that cold for Canada. Actually, you probably mean that in Celsius, right? But yeah. I don't think it's that cold right now. Yeah, I'm still waiting for updates from my testers on my Easter zombie chocolate bunny. So yeah, that's not gonna come out for Easter. Now I've lost all hope of that happening, but basically yeah. I'm just gonna keep silent about that. But yeah. Oh boy. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm kind of blanking in my mind right now. Um, but yeah, I'm basically looking at Michael's yarns because I could show you right now if I did the screen share thing. Just please someone let me know if you could see it. Just give me a second to activate it. But just tell me if you can see my screen share right now, because I've had problems where for viewers it was all black. So just someone please tell me in the chat if you can see that right now. Right now it's the Google home screen, so it's just like a bunch of icons. So before I show you, I'm just gonna wait and see if people can see it. So, and you're supposed to see my face in the bottom corner. We're gonna give it a moment here before I start, just to see if. Just please let me know if you see the Google thing on my screen. Okay, I'm gonna give it a little moment. Otherwise, I'm just gonna close it. So right now, I can't check myself, because when I look at it on my phone, I see it fine. But then I've had viewers tell me they couldn't see it and they only got a black screen, and they couldn't access the screen share. So I want to make sure that is not happening right now. So. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm just gonna ask one last time. If anyone could tell me what you see on the screen right now, I would appreciate it. Because I was gonna show something. So yeah, I'm not gonna bother if it's just showing the black screen. So please, I just want to know if you can see it actually. It's gonna leave like a minute before I close it. One, two. Okay, I will close it then. I will just tell you without showing you then. But I was looking at Michael's yarns, because on top of the 30% weekly coupon, we have a 40% coupon too. So it's kind of a big hit on the budget, but I can't really pass up that offer, because you have two coupons, one that is 30 and one that is 40%. And like I said, I was gonna work on my anatomical heart pattern with that. And I was gonna get some burnout blanket and some Chanel Home Slim. and the Chanel Home Slim is annoying and it like fuzzes up and everything. But I also kind of wanted to do it in a better red color, really. So what? They don't sell yarn at Michael's? That's weird. That's unfortunate. Because I know that Michael's here is like the only place they really have yarn at all. Oh, you could see it. Okay. Well, now it's closed, but okay, thank you. Okay, my roommate just asked me earlier. What he was asking me is if he can do laundry because I'm streaming, and I say, yeah, just close the door. So instead, what he decided to do was go back to his room and watch TV on his phone as loud as possible so that it interfered. Like, yeah, he does things like that all the time. So, like, at this point, I'm not even surprised. So he just decided no laundry. I'm just gonna make as much noise as possible. Then he just wanted to bother me. He didn't really want to do laundry. He was just pissed that it was not bothering me with the noise when I said it's okay. That's funny, yeah. But it's true. I'm not exaggerating anything. When I tell you guys about how bad it is with my roommates, I'm not making that up. That is a common occurrence. And I know it doesn't always catch the microphone, which is like whatever, it's fine for people watching. But the point of it is he does it on purpose, and that's what the problem is. Like, even if people don't really hear it, like for me, it is disturbing to know that he's doing all of this on purpose and purposefully trying to make just as much noise as humanly possible. And that's what's been putting me off streaming so much. Because, yeah. But if you don't know about the yarn I'm talking about, Burnout Blanket and Chanel Home Slim, these are super bulky yarn, and like a lot of people make plushies with them. And this is, I talked about this earlier, but we have a bit more viewers right now, so I'm just gonna show you real quick. But this is an anatomical heart, and you can probably still fetch the link in the chat. It's up there. It's not too far, I don't think. But yeah, I'm making anatomical hearts with this, and I just thought it was cool to make fuzzy, uh, cozy, cuddly hearts. I just think it was adorable. And yeah, it's my own pattern. I wrote that. six, seven, eight, nine, 10. I'm gonna admit that I'm not the biggest fan of blanket yarns in general, so that's why I don't have a lot of it. But I just thought this was extra cute, so that is why I'm making that. The hearts that I just showed you. I'm sorry, my thoughts are kind of running weirdly. Hi, Ian. How are you doing? You just got out of therapy and you're tired. I hope your therapy was at least good. Hey, boy. Okay, the person replied again on my Facebook post. I'm gonna read you what he wrote. Keep in mind while I'm saying this that I'm disabled and I'm struggling and my immune system blah 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 blah. You know what I mean, but he said that's considerate to others, but keep in mind that since restrictions went away, there's people walking around with COVID everywhere. And he says he justified his comment telling me to just go to the show and not miss that by the fact that others might have COVID. Yeah, that's great advice, dude. Great advice. I don't get why people feel the need to always give stupid ass advice about things that they shouldn't talk about. Like that's not good. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go check some. I'm sorry. I just needed to vent for a little while. Um, I don't mean to get so heavy right now, but stupid people who are inconsiderate of people's health tend to piss me off. Your brain is done for the next 3 or 4 business weeks. I get that, Ian. I'm doing a little bit better from COVID, but I'm also exhausted mentally and physically, and I think that shows in my attitude. Oh, yeah. Yes, he is. And since you're on my Facebook, Ian, you can see that guy's stupid comment if you wanted to. Not that it's really interesting anyway, it's just a dude being really stupid, but yeah, he let it there for the whole world to see, so that's his problem. So, since you're here, Ian, let me know what you think. Right now, I'm making peep bunnies, as you probably see on my thumbnail, but I kind of wanted to make pride flag peeps like this, but it would be like stripes like a pride flag. So, for example, if you had the non-binary flag, you would have a black stripe, white stripe, purple, then yellow. But it would be like divided this way, so I would color change through the bunny. And I'm kind of thinking it would look cool, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. You have no tolerance for stupid people right now. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that so much. And it just seems like when your tolerance is down, that's the moment the stupid people choose to go out and say the worst stuff ever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But yeah, Pride Peeps might be cool. But yeah, let me know what you think, because I'm hesitating. I don't even know if it would look good. Maybe I'll try and make one. But yeah. You like the idea, but you've never had interest in Easter products. If you can make anything 100% gay, you're off for it. But I have a lot of people who have expressed interest in my peeps, and they're queer as hell. The people who have said that. So I think that it might be a hit if I were to do an Easter market or something. But as I said, I'm not doing that this year because I have COVID. But I'm just thinking ahead because right now I'm sick anyway and I don't have too many orders. So I can kind of up my stock for next year in advance. You know? So I'm just kind of thinking ahead what I can do to add to that. And I keep just thinking that an NBP bunny would be cute. Also, I'm looking for other uh, of idea for ideas of other things to make queer, because right now I have a few, but always willing to extend the product line. When you are queer as hell, it's just a necessity of life, I guess. Yes. Ooh. Hydration reminder, Nightbot, you're not doing your job. Yeah, for those who don't know, that's because I put a hydration reminder every 15 minutes, but it's not working. Um, Yeah, but I mean, I have things that, of course, I could make queer, but they wouldn't look really right. Like, I could make the zombie cats, but I feel like that would kind of be overly, a bit too much. I don't know. Also, they're a lot of work, and a lot of the people I'm targeting as my target demographic might not really have $50 to spend on a zombie cat. So I'm kind of thinking more like keychain size things that would be like 10, 15, maybe even $20, but not more. So that's it. So I don't know. I don't want to just do like everyone and just make bees. Because bees are cute and all, that's true, but I'm just tired of seeing bees everywhere, basically. I know they're cute and they're big seller, but that doesn't really align with my own brand. You're getting ready for Pride Month. Yeah, me too. I want to get ready early. You've seen a lot of flower bouquet. Yeah, I could do that, I guess. I just hate making flowers. I've tried. I'm just not really that good at it. But yeah. But I want to make something that aligns with what I already do, like scary Halloweeny stuff, witchy stuff, and things like that. Because more than anything, right now I'm a bit too not extended, but like spread out with my brand. So I'm kind of trying to regroup. You're tired of bees too? Yeah, I'm happy to hear that, Ian. I am so done with seeing bees every freaking where I look. And the thing is, like, there are 20,000 patterns that are exactly the same bee. exactly the same bee but just in a different color, and I think that is so useless. And I'm just like, yeah, everyone just make pride bees, Easter bees, Valentine's Day bees, Christmas bees. My friend says that she's so tired of people, and I'm just like, same, dear, same. So we're tired of bees and people. It's also the thing that with flowers, they're quite expensive to make. What I mean by that is it's a lot of steps, and I'm not gonna be able to charge a lot of money for it. Like that's as much work as $100, really, if I want to make a full bouquet. And the thing is nobody's gonna buy that at that price, so it's not kind of not really efficient for me to make flowers. That's the thing. Like you have to do the stem, and then you have to cover the stem with yarn, and then you have to put them together in a way that looks nice. It's just you have to make so many of them. It wouldn't really be that efficient. That's the thing. And yeah, like I said, I'm not a fan of flowers. I like flowers in a field, flowers in like, I don't know, I like flowers in life, but um if someone were to buy me flowers, I would be like, "Oh, thanks." You know what I mean? But I've never really been a fan of bouquets. They're pretty. They sure are pretty, but yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't Yeah, that's I'm trying to stay away from thin wearables right now because I have a lot of wrist pain. Um, so I'm trying to do more things are that use worsted yarns and things like that. So that's kind of, yeah. I'm trying to keep it in theme with what I already make also. But I've been unable to work on shawls even lately. Because every time I pick it up, the yarn is just so small that it starts hurting at about like 5 minutes in. So yeah, I don't know about that. I know that yeah, and I'm sorry for not taking the ideas, but yeah, right now they're just a wide array of things I can't really make, but even like I have a shawl pattern myself right now that I need to finish, but I've not been able to work on it because like my wrist will cramp up and my fingers will seize up, and it hurts so much that yeah, I just stopped working on it, and I'm not even excited about getting back into it. And it's a pattern I'm very proud of writing, and I've had it tested. Even Amanda tested it actually. Um, she was here earlier, and she just put Mini Me to bed. Mini Me is sick, so we're sending healing vibes to Mini Me. But she tested my shawl pattern. But now I just have to finish right. I just have to finish the second one I'm making, and then write the numbers of stitches for every row. But the thing is, like, every time I pick it up, it just instantly fucking. I'm sorry, I shouldn't swear, because I don't want to be on YouTube's radar for things they can remove me from here for. But yeah, the thing is, every time I pick that up, it just starts hurting. I think my body doesn't want to finish that pattern for some reason. My mind is all there. I've even done a few rows on uh my rectangle shawl, which I was okay with, and for a while. But just the day after, my shoulder was in pain, And yeah, it was probably like muscle soreness from being sick, but also, Oh, I can't do that. I'm not on a streaming platform right now. I'm just on YouTube. I'm not using StreamYard right now. I'm just on the regular YouTube, so I can't add anyone, unfortunately. Sorry about that. And also, I'm trying to save my StreamYard hours because I tend to do really long live streams. And like last month in February, at the start of February, I already had taken all my hours, and I had to wait a lot of days. I had to wait like 2 or 3 weeks for them to go back to normal, for the month to be finished, because at the beginning of the month I had already streamed for like over, I don't know the name of hours specifically, but I was left with 7 hours for my month basically. So yeah, I'm trying to be really conservative with that, if that makes any sense. One, two, three. We're almost finished with this. Then I would just have to go around. I have a pattern shop. I've made a bit of money with it. I've made $300 total with my patterns only, and that's just from my Ribbler shop. That doesn't count Etsy, but I've not sold any pattern at all on Ravelry. I have a few of them, but no one's ever bought them from Ravelry. But it might be a good option. That depends. If you have a very big shop for patterns, I just use Ribbler because it's instinctive, and I'd already have money to buy Word and all those things. And Google Docs is fine, but you can't format like you want. You can't. You can put a background image, right? Like you can do that with most platforms, but you can't center it. It's just gonna be there, and you can't move it after that. I found, and I can't use the crazy fonts that I got. I have a few different fonts that I got, like their public domain, so you can just use them on whatever, and they're also okay for resale and things. They're okay to be used in patterns. I verified that, but they're not compatible with Google Docs, unfortunately. So that's the reason I've not been writing up my patterns. But let me tell you, if you want to get into Ribbler, Ribbler is a great platform. It's very instinctive for makers. It's easy because you can just cross off things, and all um, your abbreviations and everything are just created automatically and defined automatically. They're clickable, and they give instructions just by clicking on them, and that is great. But just be aware that it's a very thankless job, and the platform is not too kind to people right now. A lot of my friends have had problems, and I've had like no luck with customer service. like messaging the support team, people have been rude and people have had their platforms revoked just for answering people's questions and being reported by a bunch of kids. So, but yeah, I would advise still checking it out because while it's a little bit difficult to deal with at times, Ribbler is still a huge platform. It's a very young platform, and there's a momentum going right now. They're trying to improve it. They're always making improvements to it. They're always adjusting. Recently, they even made a feature to block testers, which I think is great because at some point I had a transphobic tester, and I just asked her casually to use the right pronouns, and she got angry. She left, and she reported all my stuff. And I reported her as well because she was breaking community standards. Which, by the way, on Ribbler, you are required to report anyone you see who break community standards. Otherwise, you will be the one in trouble, and they can revoke my account if I don't do that. And if like she reports me as well, or something happens, I will be the one in trouble. They've been a little bit intense with that, so this is just a warning. I still think it's a great platform. I still use it personally, but I've been just cautious, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm having to frog right now, so I'm sorry if I'm not very attentive, but yeah. But I think that even just making $300, I've been selling patterns for like maybe 2 years or something. I think that even that $200 is decent. It's not a huge profit. I'm not like super popular either. I'm a small shop. So also be aware that if you're not like all over the place with your advertising and that, and you're not super active, it will be hard to sell patterns. You really have to be on top of your game all the time, and to advertise your stuff basically relentlessly. You almost have to like force it into people's craniums. Basically, that's how you make a living with this job. Just always let people know I have a new pattern, I have a new pattern. Be a broken record. That's my experience. Be a broken record. That sounds like such bad advice. I'm sorry, but it's true. That's how you do that. Hey, thank you, Nightbot, for finally waking up. Nightbot is reminding you that I have a Ko-fi link to help with bills and whatnot. And right now I'm getting better from COVID, so I'm probably gonna be able to go back to the stores soon. So I'm gonna be able to do my groceries again. But for now, it is still not the case. And I've had lovely people help me out with food. And I want to say I'm very thankful for that. But also, if you want to support me with my bills and things like that, the link is still there, and I have some patterns on Ribbler as well. I have some. Excuse me, just a second. I have some cross stitch charts and some crochet patterns, but I don't have all my stuff in there yet. At some point, I will figure out a better alternative than Google Docs, but I just have to look into it. I've just not really had the time and energy to do that right now. But like I said, I just don't like the fact that I cannot use my special fonts and all the things that I had accumulated and formatted automatically when I still had uh, Microsoft Word. I'm gonna mute myself for just a second, and I'm gonna be back soon. And I am back. You've only sold one pattern on Etsy, you've not put it on Ribbler. No, it's not actually less taxing. Because you still have to crochet it, right? When you write a pattern, you have to test it and you have to crochet it multiple times. It's actually more work for less income. So I have to continue making things. For real, from one plushie, I can sell certain plushies that I make in a day for like $50. And sure, that's not a lot of money, but it's way more than making, say, 50 cents in a day and then not making anything for a few weeks and maybe $4 and then nothing for a month and then after that. Because that's how selling patterns is, right? Especially when you're not super popular. I'm a small creator. It's a lot of mental work. And right now, I'm going to message you about that, by the way, Ian. Gonna message you. Just feel free to respond when your hands are better. But I'm just gonna do it while I'm still thinking. But yeah, testing patterns, getting testers and whatnot, it is a very difficult, thankless job, and you have to have basically no ego. And basically, you have to babysit a bunch of people, and it is hard. And whenever I test, I always end up having problems somewhere along the way. So it's very taxing. So be aware of that. If you start like writing patterns and you wanna have them tested, just be aware. It's gonna be hard sometimes. That's all I have to say about that. But yeah, I messaged you. Yeah. Yes, my stuff always comes up when you type Halloween, cause I'm like the Halloweenest Halloween shop in the whole town of Halloween. Like I'm the main person on Ribbler who makes crazy Halloweeny scary stuff, Beetlejuice stuff mostly. But yeah, I make all sort of scary stuff, and I'm starting to get recognized for it, which is a good thing. That's what you want when you're a brand. Also random, you don't understand. Yeah, me neither. It's crazy. Like people just write the exact same thing with a tiny variation. So instead of doing 5 rows for the body, they're doing 4. And like they call that a whole new pattern. And that's fine, I guess. Like there's a lot of kids on Ribbler, but oh, goodness, tired of seeing 20,000 B patterns. If you type B pattern in the crochet section, you will have pages and pages and pages and pages and pages and pages. I did a screenshot of that once, and it was like when you tap the little next button on your phone when you do a screenshot. I have this option. I don't know if all phones have it, but I tap the little next icon and it just keeps going, taking a longer screenshot. I did it so much with the B patterns on Ribbler that you couldn't even zoom in enough to see it, to see that it was bees anymore. It was too pixelated. That's how many bees Ribbler has. and it is gods. I don't know how to say that. It's a lot of bees, freaking bees. I love bees, but like real bees. I like real bees. I think they're important for the ecosystem, and I'm all for the bees, people. Just not crochet bees. I am tired of them. Just like, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but I'm messing this up. There was a stitch that was not really well aligned at the bottom of this peep, and now yeah, it's not behaving so well. I love that you said read the room. Mm. Yeah. Anyway, uh, a hydration reminder again. I'm sorry for being so distracted, but being human is a tough thing right now. Shit. I'm sorry, I shouldn't swear, but I needed to do it just this once. Uh, Life is getting on my nerves in many, many aspects. People, things, events, politicians, the the whole thing. And I just feel like it's kind of tiring to be a human being nowadays. Let me know if you feel that as well, but it's just like you're solicited left and right by everything and everyone, and everyone thinks you're not doing enough, it seems like at times. And that is just so mentally overwhelming, mentally taxing. It just takes it out of you. And yeah, I'm tired because of that. It's making me burn out. Like, you have one friend experiencing something, you try to support them, and then you have another friend experiencing something else, and then you can't split yourself in half and help both equally, but you try to do that as much as you can, and you try to be a good friend, and then a third person is in whatever condition they are, and then after that people get mad at you for not being all over the place and not responding to every call like Superman or Spider-Man or something. And I'm just like, my dudes, I'm severely sick right now, and even then I'm quite disabled and I cannot be a human being right now. I can barely take care of myself, so like, don't be mad if I can't take care of you. But a lot of my friends have expressed this, not just to me directly, but more as a general thing towards people, that they're upset that nobody seems to care about them. But like, the thing is, like, we're all struggling so much that we can't even take care of ourselves, and so it's hard to take care of others. And I know as a community it's easier when everyone just does their part and is there for everyone, and that would be the ideal, right? That would be where people would start getting better, is if we were just gentle and kind towards one another. But I feel like we can't do this in this world. This world is just crazy. You're solicited left and right. You have to do all the things. You have to work all the time. You just don't have energy to do anything else than work and work and work and do all the things. And as soon as you're not a perfect human being, you're a bad person and you're lazy and you're this and that. And it's just like, come on, I'm trying. I'm not even taking care of myself right now. Can I just cut a break somewhere, you know? And I'm not like trying to be mean, and I'm not like trying to be selfish, but I just feel like I'm crumbling at times. And I've expressed this before, but I feel like Bilbo when he says he spread thin like butter on toast. Basically, I don't remember the exact way he used, but he was saying he felt spread really thin with the ring and everything. That's how I feel. I feel like Bilbo right now. I'm Bilbo Baggins, everyone. I'm just gonna disappear at my next birthday party and go on a long adventure. That's what I'm gonna frigging do. That's what I wanna do. I just wanna go visit Rivendell and have a good nap among the elves. That's what I want. That's what I want. Yeah, you would not recommend being human. Yeah, 10% alien. I'm like, at that point, I don't even know if I have any percent of humanity in me, because people say, like, acting this way is inhuman, blah, blah, blah. But I don't want to be human if it means acting responsibly like an adult and be this and be that, like what people ask of me. I don't want to be a human if that's what it is to be human. I am just not what society wants me to be. I don't fit the criteria, I feel like. So can I just be 100% alien and just still visit my friends on Earth sometimes? I could do that. I could go on a spaceship and just come back once in a while. That'd be great. If anyone gets it, and like, we could just buy a big spaceship together. That'd be great. I think I just want to go find my home planet. I've been expressing that for a while now, but I want to find the home planet of winter. I just saw your message. Exactly, Ian. Yeah, exactly. respecting people's time is the most important thing ever, because we're all struggling as heck right now, and we're all trying to figure it out, and we're all in a basic load of huge load of poop, basically in a huge load of poop. That's where we all are, and we just need to be gentle with each other, but also we need to be respectful of that and mindful of that. But yeah, I 100% agree. Yeah, but that um the start of your message made me chuckle. Yeah. Yes, I want to go on that planet, that specific planet, too, just because it's great for puns. It's the most punny planet ever. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm not gonna read what you wrote out loud because we all know how that will turn out. And set up shop. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna laugh at that for a while. Because I have mental images right now. It better be a clean place. That's what I'm gonna say. It better be clean thoroughly. I'm just being a little bit cheeky right now. Not to make another pun, but I'm just being cheeky. I don't know why I'm laughing so hard. Oh, we finished One Piece! Yay! I'm just gonna put the pink aside for a while. I'm just gonna put it back on the shelf. I don't know what color I'll make next. Oh yeah, that's right. I needed to make one more zombie in the lavender, lilac lavender. I don't know. Basically, need the light purple. This, this here. Need this. That one. That will be the next beat after this. Oh, to keep the streets clean. I love you, Ian. If I don't say it enough, I apologize, but please know I love you. Now more than ever. Oh, goodness. That comment just made my day. This just made my whole day. Thank you for keeping me out of the darkness. I'm just gonna say that because it's been tough and I needed the laugh. So, oogie. And I'm just still stitching little X's for the eyes. Just a simple face with that and one nose. Just one little stitch for the nose. Two stitches for the X and one for the nose. Oh, that. You just go one below ear. Oh, sorry, you can't see it, but that's what it's doing. And then you go up in the ear to make one long, basically stitched back piece. Like it would be stitched back together because this is a zombie. And like, that's cute. That is cute. I apologize for the washing machine noises right now, but one certain person that I will not name always overfills it, and it does that when it's overfilled. You love me too! I'm glad. Uh, um, yeah. Okay. I'm good. I'm stitching backwards. Oh, okay, we managed. There you go. This is the peep face. And now let me just. Oh my god, my head is thumping. That stupid washing machine is just so loud that it's hurting me. It's hurting my brain. But yeah, I just wanted to make one more lavender one because the one I'm making my friend isn't a zombie. It's a regular one, so I'm just gonna make one with a zombie face on it so I have all the colors in zombie. But I'm also very glad I remade the one with candy corn colors, but because it was looking sad. So we just made this, and we can be proud of ourselves today because we made a cute little bunny. Well, at least I did. But yeah, I'm gonna put it back with the others, and the size is good. It's actually pretty close in size to the big ones. See? Cute as heck. They're friends, they're little buddies. I love them. Alright, and now I need to make one more. And I don't know that I will make all of that on camera, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, it is adorable. I'm sorry, I'm just accommodating for my brain slowness right now. But gonna at least try to do the bottom of it. But yes, like I was saying, if you were making a market, you could just crochet a basket or just get a basket and have a bunch of cute peeps with some Easter grass. Maybe not if it's windy or something. But in your basket, you could have some crocheted eggs for decoration and just like put a sign that says peep, $10, $5, or whatever you're pricing them as, depending where you are and your material cost. I would sell them for 10 Canadian because that factor isn't like maybe 7. I would go maybe for 7 because 5 is a little bit low, but I feel like 7 is good for accommodating for material costs and time. There we go. Huh. Ugh. But yeah, let me know what other color these would look good in. I've already done green, like you can see on the thumbnail. And I wanted to keep them Eastery despite being like little zombies and things. And I was thinking at first like maybe make vampires, little vampire faces or something. But I also don't know if that's really worth it. Like stitch little vampire fangs. I feel like it would be cute, but sometimes it's a gamble and sometimes it ends up looking good when you do little modifications like that. But sometimes it's just like people just think it's cheesy and just have a little laugh, haha, cute, and just walk by. So I don't know. Sometimes it completely misses the mark, other times it's gonna be a hit. And I find it hard to kind of gauge that in advance. So that's why I often ask on Instagram and I often ask my viewers what they think. So, yeah. I'm just gonna go open the door. Mm. Huh? Uh huh. Wait. Often I just go open the bathroom door because we have a lot of steam that traps in and our ceiling fan doesn't work anymore. And that like it's just a big issue with landlords being what they are. Uh, Twilight is becoming popular again. Woo boy! That's gonna be a fun time! Vampire anything so well. Yeah. I have a bunch of patterns of like pocket vampires, things like that are cute. But I don't know for peeps. I might make one and just see how it looks, and then after that I'll gauge. Yeah, I could do that. I could definitely do that. It's easy. I have a seam ripper. I have a seam ripper, so I can just take the stitches away. And with crochet, it's easy to just snip them with my regular snips anyway, or small scissors, small embroidery scissors. I'm probably not gonna make everything I've planned for. I like to plan for more than I can make, and then after that, I have ideas that I can use again next year. It's a way to just like not become bored with what you make. Is just make a lot of plans and just stick to what in the moment feels right to you. And some ideas just end up disappearing and just not getting used at all. Some are not practical enough. Some you might make, let's say, one or two, and then decide that it's not what you want. But yeah, that's how I do things. And I end up with things that are just amazing and completely fit my aesthetic. Sometimes I made a little Valentine's Day kitty and it ended up selling, and I was really happy about that. By the way, I'm gonna be able to ship that soon because I'm almost okay now. Hopefully, that is if COVID doesn't bring me back down again, and we are crossing fingers and toes so that does not happen. No, we don't want this to happen, guys. One thing that is weird about burnout super value and burnout premium is burnout premium is premium acrylic, right? It's like five something at Walmart, but then burnout super value is like almost $7 at Rossi. That's another store. It's called Rossi. It's in Canada. So really, it just ends up being cheaper. Even at Walmart, like if you shop online, super value is more expensive than premium. Make that make sense. I'm telling you. I don't really buy the super value because as far as value acrylic goes, I can just get loops and thread soft classics for $5, and when it's discounted, like when it gets like in the 25% off or whatever, it gets like 380 something, 390. And that's worth it. that's worth waiting for the discount. If you live in Quebec, I'm just telling you how it is here and what I personally do. I don't think a lot of my viewers are from here. I know I have a few subscribers in Canada. Hmm. Yeah. I wish we had like crazy yarn aisle like in the US. I can see some people doing um going to shops and doing videos and filming yarn aisles, and you get like 10 yarn aisles with all the brands and the colors you could possibly dream of. And in Canada, Michael's has 2 aisles with both sides, so like 4 racks, something like that, with yarn on it, and then um, some special yarn in the alleys, like their Karen will all be put out like that. Their Karen cakes, but yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And our Walmart has one yarn aisle, and in the US, like, they have so many in some places. Here it's one, and you're lucky if you have other colors than baby colors, because that's all they have outside of online. And it's not even less expensive because shipping in Canada is insane. Like you wouldn't even understand just how much, but like it costs me like $15 getting an order from Michael's, and it's like 30 minutes away from where I live. So at that point, sometimes when I'm not sick, I can just go myself. But it's hard to explain to someone who lives in the US and has probably more options for shipping. But when a store like ships and has quite a high shipping rate, and then on top of that, you're gonna have custom fees. Sometimes people tell you like, just get shipping. It's worth it. Like the other day, by the way, there was a super good deal at Mary Maxim, but I didn't need any of their yarn, so I didn't go for it. But it was like $4.95 if you spent over a certain amount of money. If you spent $60 or something, and like, when you get deals like that in Canada, you jump on it. If I had the colors I needed, um, the Lion Brand's cane tones were discounted, and I wanted them so much, but it was not the colors I wanted. It was like the greenish and the sandish colors. I was more for the browns and the things like that, but because I don't really make human colored plushies anyway. I've made one, which is ogre. Oh, I made two. I made Luffy too. At some point, I made Luffy, but I just don't really make humans, so. And when I do, I make them small enough that I wouldn't need worsted yarn. So I didn't get the skein tones. They were not the ones I wanted or needed, but they were cheap. They were like $4 each, which is normally $8 or something, even more. But yet you get super elevated shipping, and the reason they give for that is because Canada is spread out. But explain to me why, if I order something from a store that is like a few minutes away from my home, you call that spread out and lately dense, and it's in the same province, in the same frigging city, and I still have to pay as much as I would for shipping something across like the whole country. It's insane. Like if I want to send a package to someone, it's gonna cost me $18, and $18 for shipping is a lot, but it's what it costs for just a regular normal box, not even a big one. And with taxes, that's like 24 something, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I even have small business discounts, and yeah, it's insane. And then after that, I know that as small businesses were often encouraged, like on Etsy. Ian was talking about that on his channel. Actually, we're encouraged to like um give free shipping on things, and we're being told like just include the price of shipping, just include the regular like price for shipping your stuff. But the big problem with that is most of my client base is in the States, but a lot of Canadian people, my friends and family and things, order from my Etsy, and they're aware of the high shipping costs. But I can't charge a standard rate because it costs me $10 more to ship to someone here than someone in the States, and that's like that's just not possible, you know. And it's making me kind of sad, but you know there's not much I can do about it myself. You have like 75% of an aisle here. Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know, it must be like big cities or whatever that have like huge yarn aisles. But I've seen some insane ones in videos. I've seen like out of this world yarnals that never end, and like you're afraid that once you go to the end, you're gonna end up in Narnia or something. I've seen mad ones, and I'm just so jelly because there is not any of that in Quebec. Like I want to just go to Narnia, to the Narnia yarn store. That's what I want to do. Okay, I'm just gonna go fix something because, like, wait. I don't know what my roommate did, but it's like steamy all over the apartment right now, and it's clogging my ears with earwax. That hurts. I think I'm gonna go soon. I'm just gonna finish the first face of this peep, and then I'm gonna go. because I'm gonna have to take care of my ears. It's really starting to build up a lot of pressure in my skull. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take care of that. Mm. But I just want to say thank you to everyone. Like right now, I'm a little bit piling up under bills and whatnot because I've not really been able to make anything and send anything out to people since I've been sick. So if you do want to help, if you can, I'm gonna put my links back again one last time before I go. It's not letting me type. There we go. I'm just gonna put my links back one last time. There you go. So the first link at the top here is my Ko-fi shop, and on there, since I am a disabled artist and right now I have COVID and I'm struggling to make money and stuff, you can support me over there. I have a fundraiser and I also sell patterns on there. I have cross stitch charts and a few of my crochet patterns are available on there. So just click on the link. Everything on there goes directly to my PayPal. And if you want to buy my crochet items, and I also have friendship bracelets, stitch markers, a bunch of stuff. The friendship bracelets are all discounted, by the way, because I'm discontinuing them. I'm not wanting to sell them anymore. So if you want to help me out, check out my shop and whatnot. This is the second link down there. That's my Etsy store. So we have a lot of plushies. We have a lot of zombie cats, by the way, on there. I've shown them quite a bit in my streams. But yeah, if you're wanting to check that out, I would really appreciate it. And thank you for coming to my live. And I hope you all have a good day, or night, or whatever time it is where you are. But I hope you're having an excellent time. I hope you're well. And I hope you're not sick like me for sure, because that sucks. And I'm wishing you a good meal, a good rest, or whatever you need. And bye, everyone.